What's going on, guys? Robert Thames here, Mr. Classic Physique. We're 3 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia, and we about to train back and chest. Come follow us. Well, since last March, I knew that one thing I had to bring up was my quads, and so what I did is I've changed my training extensively. Me and Dennis started working together really hard on concentrating on the areas that I needed to bring up, which were my quads and my hams. So we definitely switched that up, changed up the diet, moved the carbs around a little bit, and we've been training actually since the last year's Olympia. And the only thing that's really changed, like I said, is my training, and my diet has been tweaked. Well, the easiest response for me would be look at Arnold. He's not the shortest guy, and he's 1'7". He's probably considered one of the greatest, and so I don't look at that as a negative on my part. Or I look at Serge Nubret, who was also one of the taller competitors, which is one of the guys that I kind of emulate. So people saying that, it's just all words to me. Well, if you look at the state of classic physique, I see them heading towards the way of more aesthetics. We have the mass monsters already. We have the bigger guys, and now we're looking for the lines, the crispness, the flow of the physique, instead of just the size. And it's, everything has their place, but I think the classic physique is more going towards aesthetics and more flow. Well, the thing with me is the last prep I did, I believe I over dieted. I wanted to make sure that I came in crisp, but I wasn't full. So those extra added 5 pounds actually helped me change up a little bit and enabled me to add more carbs and keep my fullness. Now, a lot of people say I was skinny, which is the truth, because I came on stage at 213, which the cutoff was 220. So this year I plan on coming in full at 225, right on the head. When it comes to perfection, I don't think I've perfected any body part. I think that I have my strong points, but to say it's perfect, I would, beg to differ. But I am working on all of my body parts, and I ensure that I work on the lagging more than I have the ones that are already prominent. Well, a lot of people don't know that I did have cancer, but it was when I was 21. And at that time, I wasn't into bodybuilding. If you don't know my backstory, I started bodybuilding in 2014, or 2013, I'm sorry. And that was when I did my first competition. I started lifting weights in 2011. So the cancer didn't come until way earlier in life, but it helped me in the fact that I knew that I could bounce back, and my bounce back actually did help me with the growing process. I never lifted, I didn't do any of that stuff when I was younger, but I was in martial arts, I was in, semi-pro football, played, also did boxing, kickboxing, all those things. So having the cancer was just an obstacle that I had to deal with. I dealt with it, and I kept it pushing forward. Clean. I keep it clean. I keep all my food clean. I always make sure that everything I'm putting in my body, I'm using. And so we need to make sure we had clean protein in my diet, bouncing back. Also a lot of greens and vegetables, only because I need all the vitamins and minerals from those. Now, when it comes to gaining my strength back, like I said, it came with the clean diet and the clean foods that I was eating. So being in the military is where I actually started bodybuilding. I'm still active duty, but when did I ever see myself being a professional bodybuilder? I knew it was possible after I was told it was possible, looking, training, and then my friends coming to me telling me, hey man, you should try it. And so I tried it, and I was successful. I was successful in my first 4 shows, and that actually catapulted me to where I am today. So I knew it was possible after I had started and tried it. Well, idols, I don't call them idols. If I were to say I look up to anybody, it would be my father and God. Those are the only two, and not in that order. To be God and then my father. So that's the only people I really, look up to as growing up. When, coming up in the industry, I had people who I thought had the best physiques, which I'm not gonna lie, Flex Wheeler had the best physique to me. And that was the physique that I wanted to emulate. But to call it an idol would be kind of a stretch. The most epic moment of my career was probably when I stepped on the Junior USA stage and I received my pro card. Or we could say the first pro show that I won last year, the San Antonio Pro. Stepping on the Olympic stage was amazing, but it's all relative. For me, it was a accomplishment of me beating myself. So I look at it that way. And to say it was the most amazing moment, I don't know, but probably the Junior USA's was probably the most fun and most memorable. All right, so to look at it, I probably would say when I was in Afghanistan in 2011, my little brother Justin, he was saying, hey man, you need to put some weight on, and I was okay, because I went to the desert 170 pounds. When I came back from the desert, I was 235 pounds. So I actually did put the weight on, and then he was like, you probably should compete. Cool. Then I left to Korea. My friend Mark, he said, hey man, there's a show coming up. You need to jump on that show. And I said, okay, cool. So I jumped on it. And then after that, it's been history. Carbs. Carbs are probably the only thing, carbs and water. So I keep carbs with me, in the form of rice cakes to keep my fullness, but I make sure I drink a lot of water. I'm drinking, about 2 gallons a day, and that honestly keeps me full. With training, with day to day, I'm full all day because I have the carbs and the water. Well, I don't think calorie counting is bad. I think these are just ways to manage your meals and manage your food. If you want to count calories, count calories. I'm not going to say one is better than the other, but I will say every calorie isn't created equally. Just like every protein isn't created equally, and carb as well, or fat. So you have to understand your food. It's not necessarily the calories, it's just a matter of understanding the food before you can say I'm counting calories or I'm counting macros. So you just gotta kind of understand food, and that'll be your way to build the physique that you want. Well, I've been with Gaspari Nutrition since last year, probably, yeah, last year. Well, honestly, January. So, and we made leaps and bounds. It's been amazing training with Rich, and also being a part of the brand, because I understand his vision and I see where the brand has gone. I got linked up with them through Dennis. Dennis James actually, helped me get that sponsorship, because he understood that Rich was a classic guy, and he knew that classic guys were on the up and coming. And so when Rich saw me, he felt the same. He felt that I was an up-and-comer, that I had the potential to do damage in the industry. So he saw the vision, Dennis saw the vision, and now we all work together, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yes, I want to give a special thanks to, first, God, because I know I wouldn't be here without him. Second, it will have to go to my girlfriend, who makes sure that everything is always on point for me. She's definitely my right hand. My father, and for all his support, the one who brought me up in the way that I am and keeps me focused and keeps me on the straight and narrow. Scott, my supporter, my brother, he definitely taught me things and made me look outside the box when it comes to bodybuilding. Dennis has been with me since the beginning, and he never left me, and he makes me feel as if I'm like one of his own kids, honestly. But he's more than that. He's a mentor. He's a motivator. He's a teacher, and he taught me so much about the industry that I could never repay him enough for it. And he's helped me out so much that even outside of bodybuilding, that I just really appreciate that. Rich giving me the opportunity to be with the brand, and such a known brand, and understand that this is a part of his lifestyle. So to understand that and have me in it and affect it is a big honor. And my best friend Manny, who always looks out for me whenever somebody tries to troll me, he steps right in and handles business. So Thank you guys, and I really, really, really appreciate everything you guys do. That's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Check out musculardevelopment.com. Check out gasparnutrition.com for all your supplement needs. We'll see you next time.